team lead with 15 runs batted in and has a team-leading 17 hits. And her uncle, Dave Roberts, added to the ring collection for the family. The Dodgers won the World Series title since the last time we were with you. And Ella's had an outstanding fall. She is hitting, get this, .654 during the fall series, and she'll bat second for Team Boomer, but you really got to like what you're seeing from Nelly McEnroe-Marinas.
I do. I love her defensively. I think she's had some really good at-bats. She's been pretty solid throughout the fall series, and I'm excited for her. I think she's got some big shoes to fill over at third, but she is handling it well. She looks like a leader out there, and I've really enjoyed Nelly out on the field.
Speaking of having a big fall, Louisiana transfer Sam Landry has been fantastic. She'll get the start. Landry has pitched in all 6 of the fall ball games. Her ERA is now 7. Her ERA is .70, and she is 3-0, and she's got a nasty off-speed, Destiny.
Yeah, and I think that's really the key to this game. I think we have a pretty big pitching staff who can all look to for certain parts of the game, but I think Sam Landry being able to mix speeds is going to be huge for the Sooners.
She has had an impressive fall, making an impression on head coach Patty Gasso. There's the 8-time champion, 8-time Natty Patty. She and her husband, Jim Gasso, squared off on Friday night here at Loves Field. We are underway in the final game of the fall. And the first pitch to Abigail Dayton, the Utah transfer, is in for a strike. Did you see what Poppy did at the lineup exchange?
I saw the outfit. I did.
Well done, I say coach. Well done, Poppy. Well done, Jim. One pitch misses up, a ball and a strike.
You knew it couldn't just be normal.
Coach came on the Sooner Sports podcast with us on my radio show. And she said, I'm excited to go up against him. They're competitive at everything. She goes, I just don't know what he's going to do at the lineup exchange. There's a strike.
Cause a scene.
Oh, did he? He did a good job with that. Halloween costume and all. Speaking of really nice falls so far, how about Abigail Dayton in the battle series? Hitting right at 500. She lines this one foul. 4-4 tie in game 1 of the battle series. And then in game 2, the Sooners team Boomer won 13-5. Just misses outside. But our last battle series game, the last time we were with you, was almost a month ago. Since that time, the Sooners went on the road and brought a capacity crowd at Texas A&M Commerce. That was really cool to see. The 2-2 is, a foul tip. One away. Nice job on the strikeout for Sam Landry. Here comes Ella Parker. Sooners came back home on October 23rd and rolled Seminole State in the Leah Wodak series, if you will. Louisiana Monroe came in on October 26th. Sooners swept that double series and, of course, a doubleheader. And, of course, on Friday against Mac U got the win as well. First pitch to Parker is an off-speed that misses low. A little different fall schedule than we've typically seen. Sooners challenge themselves with the Louisiana Monroe game, that's for certain. Right at Parker, one away. Parker to Barker. Boy, the freshman Sydney Barker has been really strong this season.
Number 13.
You heard that pop right off the bat, right into the glove. This is an interesting infield lineup. Maya Bland is over at third with Sydney Barker at short. Agbayani is at second with Sid Sanders at first. I don't think, at least in the battle series games, we've seen Maya in the infield. In the first pitch to Bella. Bella Emmerling is in. Oh, they missed a little bit up, ball one, my bad.
Yeah, I was wondering when we got the lineups in, I saw MB as a potential third baseman. I was like, okay, Maya.
All right, Maya. Emmerling fouls this one back. Malloy, Tia Malloy is out and left with Pickering in center. That's Hannah Core out in right field. No, it is not. 1 ball and 1 strike. Misses. 2-1. My apologies, that is actually Riley Zakay out in right field. Core is due up after Nelly McEnroe-Morenas here for Team Boomer. 3-1 as that pitch misses a little bit out. Boy, Immerling's been fun. The North Carolina transfer, hasn't she? Really seems like she secured the catcher's job.
Yeah, I think I've seen a lot of talent out here, and I'm really excited for this season because it's so new, so fresh, so many new faces, but they're very talented.
Yep. Ball 4. Nope. Get back there. Very deliberate strike call, too. Immerling was about a third of the way down to first base before she was called back. Was it a strike?
Pulled the string on it.
I would want my pitcher to get that call.
Yeah,
How about you?
Yeah, I definitely think that's a pitch you at least need to foul off.
Here comes the full count pitch with 2 outs to Bella Immerling. That one stays up, ball 4. I think the kids would say their ball don't lie. And off to first, our first base runner is on a walk.
Sam Landry really comfortable with throwing that off speed in multiple counts.
Unique to have the confidence to throw at full count, isn't it? Now, not something you've seen Landry do a lot in this battle series. Just the 6th walk she's allowed in 20 2/3 of an inning in my unofficial stats. 2-away. Here is Nelly McEnroe-Morenas. First pitch swinging, popped it up. Zakay circles around it, races in, and oh no, falls in front of her. Nelly never stopped running. The throw in allows Immerling to get to third, and McEnroe-Morenas is at second, and she's flexing. That's got to be tough for Zakay, and then you have the second baseman Agbayani trying to get out there too. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a tough play. I think Zakay definitely needs to take charge and lead that. That's a ball that she could have got to. I think the aggressiveness from Agbayani over at second, just running out there so quickly, kind of maybe shook Zakay up just a little bit.
I will say, credit to Nelly for not stopping or slowing down in frustration. You pop up a first pitch like that.
I agree, and those are the things, the little things that Coach Gaston needs to see in the fall, because the little things are what really matters. With 2 outs, you're taking 2 bases no matter what.
Core takes it for ball 2. They are going to credit Nelly with a double on that. Thomas Breach being very kind to the overall batting average. The official score tonight. Good 2-0 pitch, strike 1. She was deep. Zakay was deep in right field, so she had a lot of room to make up. We just couldn't get there in time. Now let's see Sam Landry work through some adversity. Here's the 2-1. Fouled off. This is the 5th game that Hannah Core has played in the fall so far. Her 4th start. She's hit the ball pretty well. Got her on the swing and a miss. The throw down to first. The ball was in the dirt. Nice job by Sid Sanders over at first, and that'll do it for Team Boomer. They strand 2. Good bounce back from Sam Landry. We head to the bottom of the 1st in the battle series.
Custom Ink helps to celebrate.
Fans of all ages enjoying the final fall ball game of 2024. And then we'll get ready for the start of the 2025 season. Also, we expect the schedule release to be coming soon, so that's always exciting. See where Tia Malloy and the girls will be playing in 2025. Peyton Monticelli is going to get the start in the circle, and her first pitch misses a little bit outside to Elana Agbayani. I think you're looking at the Sooner leadoff hitter.
Oh, I would hope so. She has been on fire. I think she's a great leader, kind of table setter. she's a tough out.
Ball and a strike for the BYU transfer. Pops that one foul and out of play. I think if I were a betting man, I would say the odds are pretty good that Agbayani will start 2025 in the leadoff spot. Be the Sooners' opening day starting second baseman. On cue, lines this one left center field, up the alley, to the wall, off to the races goes Agbayani with a leadoff double. And how about putting a runner in scoring position for the leading home run hitter in the fall, Cassidy Pickering. On cue, Destiny,
yeah,
on cue.
A really good piece of hitting with 2 strikes, just staying alive, seeing that ball deeper in the zone, outside corner, sending it opposite field. I mean, that's perfection. She handled that ball perfectly. Exactly what you want to see out of your leadoff.
You see the smile. Here's ball home runs, leads the Sooners as a team. They've hit 26. Monticelli wants time. First hit of the game for Team Boomer. Second overall. They did give Nelly a double in the top of the first inning. There's a strike to Pickering. Back to Pickering's numbers, 6 home runs. The team as a whole has hit 26. Pickering tied for the team lead with 15 runs batted in, and is third on the team with 10 runs scored. And quickly she falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes. I don't know how to quantify it except to say it's the eye test. She just looks more comfortable, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. I think she's really settled in.
And she just watched 3 pitches after I said that. 3 straight strikes, 1 away. But that doesn't change how comfortable that she looks so far this fall.
No, and I think for Monticelli, that's a huge out right there. Being able to mix up some pitches and freeze up a hitter.
Pickering
like
knew
Cassidy
too.
Pickering.
Sanders takes one inside. This is always the double-edged sword of a scrimmage, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
you want everybody to do great.
Cassidy just looked at 3 pitches, but then again,
Peyton,
that's
great job.
big, right? Sanders jumps out in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
And I like the way that Peyton was able to respond to that leadoff double. That's huge.
Massive. 3 balls and no strikes on a pitch way inside. Check that Team Boomer defense. After this 3-0 pitch, that's in for a strike. Hannah Core is in center field. Abigail Dayton's out in left. With Cheney Helton, the Queen Tiger product, in right. Parker at first, and with the numbers, right now you have, this one's popped up on the right side. Parker's going to make the play. Sydney Barker, who is actually hitting in the on-deck circle. Barker's out at second base right now. At short is the freshman Gabby Garcia. Nelly McEnroe-Morenas is at third. A battery of Monticelli and Isabella Emmerling with 2 outs from Maya Bland. First pitch, a little bit low. Having a good fall is Maya Bland. There we get the shift. Oh, look at this. Cassidy Pickering out at second base. Okay. 1 ball and no strikes to Bland. Oh, little I didn't mean to. Check swing. If it stays fair, it's trouble. She beat it out. She Mookie Betts it. Parker was caught between trying to grab the ball and tag her or letting it go foul. And Bland ran right by her. It'll be an infield hit.
Really great placement for an accidental hit. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. You've got Pickering covering second and Ella Parker really in no man's land. You can't defend that.
Well, here's Sydney Barker. It's going to take her a second to get ready because she came racing in from second base. Now we got all kinds of movement going on. It looks like Riley Zakay is going to pinch run at third. Exactly. And here's a big moment for Sydney Barker. Now Cassidy Pickering is going to come in from second, and Ilana Agbayani is going to come out to play second, I think. She first talked to Gabby over at short. All right, we're set now. Barker at first, Agbayani at second.
What's your score sheet looking like?
Garcia at short and Nelly at third. First pitch to Barker is a strike. Remember what I was saying about Agbayani being the opening day leadoff hitter?
Mm-hmm.
You might be getting a good look at what the 2025 opening day starting infield is going to look like right here. Here's the no ball, one strike pitch to the California product, Barker, who fouls it back.
It's a strong defense.
Nelly at third. C at short. Agbayani at second, Parker at first, and Emmerling behind the plate. See a little bit of leadership there from Nelly. Goes out, gives a little glove bump to Monticelli, who's jumped out, no balls and 2 strikes with runners at the corner on Barker. Fisted it, pop foul to the right side, but falls in front, weakly in front of Barker. Hattie Gasso, what's she coaching up over there? She was using both hands as to kind of push towards Monticelli. What, maybe to get more over towards the line on something like that?
I think with runners at first and third, 2 outs, you got to be moving.
There's a ball that's popped down the left field line. It's going to be foul, and it does get out of play.
That foul ball brought to you by OneOklahoma.com.
Boy, both pitchers had their defense let them down a bit, though both is a little unfair. Zakay, tough play in right field. Parker, tough play down the first base line. Can Peyton Monticelli work through it? She gets a ball that almost looked like it just popped out of the glove of Emmerling, but it caught the bat of Barker, so no balls, 2 strikes. She'll stay alive. Sam Landry was able to work out of a top half of the first jam. Monticelli will try to here up, no balls and 2 strikes. Payne stares in, the pitch, little low, runner goes. They're going to throw down and tag out Maya Bland before the double steal can be executed. That's got to be exciting and enraging for head coach Patty Gasso at the same time. For Maya Bland, you got to stop sooner and get in the rundown. But what a play by the freshman to get the out. We head to the second, scoreless in the final Battle Series game. And this is the 3rd game of the Battle Series, but for Oklahoma, they have played quite a few games in between. They swept that doubleheader from Louisiana Monroe, 8-zip and 12-zip. And what's pretty impressive about it is the first pitch here in the top of the second inning is in for a strike. The Sooner freshman shortstop, Gabby Garcia. What's impressive about it, having a lot of run. Not a single run to any of their opponents. As the 0-1 pitch misses up a ball and a strike. That's pretty impressive.
I mean, those numbers were impressive. That tells you a lot about your offense, but also your defense and your pitching staff. That's huge.
Ball and a strike to Garcia. Pop foul on the left field line. Malloy gives chase and hit off the netting. I would add that while Seminole State and Coach Flores, Amber Flores, Sooner legend, obviously a different level. Matt Q, love Jim. Coach Gasso's done an incredible job. Poppy, a different level. Louisiana Monroe is a team that is always contending for their conference championship and, you know, knocking on the door of an NCAA tournament appearance. So you don't typically play a team like that in the fall.
Yeah. No, I think these girls have gotten to face some good talent for a fall ball schedule.
1-2 is bounced to the right side, charged hard by Agbayani. The hard shovel to first gets her. I'm watching right now in right field. Maya Bland has moved to right while Nelly McEnroe Marinas is going to play third. Meanwhile, Riley Zakay is just waiting by the foul pole. If she are by the, I guess that would be the foul pole, excuse me, in the right field corner. He's kind of waiting for an opportunity. So whenever Maya gets called back to play third, Zakay will move back out to right field. There's a bunt by Cheney that's fouled, Cheney Helton.
Oh, the logistics of an inter-squad
Hey,
scrimmage.
I want to tell you something. I can't stop watching Coach Gasso at third base. And we can put a camera on her because she just hasn't stopped moving. She's over talking to the dugout. She's talking to a player. She'll be talking to the end of the dugout. She is dialed in as Helton swings through this one for strike two. Not that she ever isn't, but she is coaching away tonight.
Yeah, and I think this is the last opportunity they all get. She's got to coach them up. This is the last opportunity of the fall.
0-2, got her, swinging, 2 away. Nice pitch from Sam Landry. Now, it's always a hard work during the fall ball season, but sometimes there's fun in games like playing a little know your partner. The match game was played here on Friday night whenever Jim Gasso and Patty Gasso squared off. Coach, all right, it's a line drive base hit and a left field by Dayton. She hustles around the bag. She's fired up. There's a 2-out single for Abigail Dayton. Nice. Poppy showing up at the lineup exchange with a costume on, which was pretty fantastic. But
was that the first time they've ever faced each other?
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of Uno games.
Okay. And listen, I don't think Poppy's real fair with those.
He is not. Strike one to Ella Parker. But I will say it was really fun to see how much fun they were having on Friday night. Well, that ball just missed.
The newlywed game was a nice touch.
What did I call it? Match game? The newlywed game. My gosh. What is wrong with me? The match game?
I mean, it's the same.
And for a strike, oh, they fooled, Dayton fooled the catcher Hicks, who threw down, and Hicks threw it into center field. And you could hear Dayton chant, "Let's go," towards the Sooner dugout as she slid into second. And now everyone's going to come together and talk about it. What happened here?
It's the little things. She's got a good jump. She baited her. She got her to think she's headed up to second. The way that she jumped off of first base is what you want to see. It's the little things we talked about. Just that aggressive lead to get your catcher to think you're going.
Coach has a note card that she's been scribbling on all night long.
It's got to be tough to coach both sides of the field.
I want to see that thing when we're done, Coach Gasso. She's the best. 1 ball, 2 strikes, scoreless game here in the final fall ball game of 24. Runner at second, 2 outs, the 1-2. Really good spot. Missed outside 2-2. Parker, her last time up, lined one to short. Sydney Barker still in it short here with Nelly at third, Agbayani at second, Sanders at first. The runner at second is Dayton. Low, full count.
Sam Landry doing a really good job kind of painting the corners.
Full count. Parker waits. Landry shaking off a pitch. How about that? Still shaking it. Still shaking it. Now she'll step off. The pitch clock was at 6. This is where I need to educate myself a little bit more, because Jen Rocha is calling the pitches. The pitch is sent into your pitch watch. So if she's shaking it, she's not even looking at the pitch watch here. Never mind. Full count pitch. Line foul. Off the top of the overhang, just off the underside of the overhang, rocketed back down into the concourse.
They may just be letting the battery kind of work together.
She's calling pitches.
She's calling? Okay.
Yeah, she's calling. That was what you saw there, was sending the number to the actual pitch watch that Sam looked at. A little nubber Landry. Oh, they called Parker safe. Bang, bang play at first base. Look at the wheels on Ella Parker. First and third, 2 outs. Let's see the replay.
We're seeing Sanders reach for her head, gasp for a replay on that.
All right, hold on here.
Now batting.
Ooh, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Destiny, you're going to be the replay official here.
Ooh, I think she was safe.
I think she was safe.
Yeah.
How about that?
Good call.
She was safe.
Great play by Landry, though. I love the way that she approached that ball in position to throw and barehanded it. Got rid of it as fast as she could.
Through an inning and 2/3. The one thing is very clear. Nobody has dinner plans after tonight's game. No one is trying to get out of here quick tonight, Destiny, for your birthday.
No, we're not. Nope, we are not.
And
we got time.
Understandably so, because Patty Gasso wants to talk this through in a first and third situation that in the bottom half of the first inning, Team Sooner wasn't able to execute, right? They could have stole a run for them. And Jen Rocha wants to make sure that the Team Boomer defense, or pardon me, Sooner defense does a job, if A, they have to defend it, and then B, making sure that Sam Landry, understands, hey, this is where this needs to be, this is where this pitch needs to be, this is why I call this pitch.
Yeah, I think this is huge, and I think this is one of my favorite things about the Battle Series is that you're able to control it. You can slow the game down, you can talk about your plan, you can get the defense on the same page, the offense on the same page, and try to execute these plays that are really difficult to make up in practice.
All right, here we go. Big spot for Bella Emmerling. Parker at first. Popped the first pitch foul. Remember, this rally started on a 2-out single from Abigail Dayton, who then took second on a throwing error and advanced to third on the infield single by Parker. 0-1. There's another nubbed ball that's got some wild English on it, but right to Sanders, who takes it to the back inning. Oh, that thing hit like a sandwich when it hit the dirt. What a battle in the top half of the second. Team Sooner comes to the plate in a scoreless game.
Gail, look at your little book.
Got a list, and she is working that list right now with a whole bunch of new Sooners, and part of wanting to maximize this fall season is because there are so many new faces, Destiny.
Yeah, there's so many transfers. Isabella Smith, Emmerling, Dayton, Landry, Agbayani, so many new faces, but so much talent. And the thing with the Battle Series and all of these new faces is there's so much to learn, so many different programs that they came from, all got to get on the same page. And you want to typically do that in the fall. You've got to use this time to take care of that.
We have not seen Bella Smith during the fall. She'll be a regular part of the Sooners whenever the season gets underway. The Camel transfer. But outside of that, like what we've seen so far, and I think Coach Patty Gasso has too, but it's a completely different world when you consider the amount of returning starters that Oklahoma has had in each of the previous 3 seasons, right?
Yeah.
And even having Tiare Jennings over there in the dugout to help out, it's not the same as having Tiare Jennings out there at short or second base.
No, slightly different, but it's good. I mean, her leadership, and even Fale of U Steel, I think it's huge to have her out there. I mean, just to share the knowledge and share the program expectations and just what it should look like. She brings so much knowledge and positivity to this team. I'm so happy she's on the staff.
Tiare is having to hit fungos for Coach Gasso as the first pitch is a little bit into Sydney Barker.
I feel like that's a high pressure job.
I would be so nervous.
Because she's like the GOAT at fungo.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Barker rips it fair. Down the third base line into the corner. Will she get a second bag out of it? Nice play by Dayton in the corner, but Barker, a leadoff double here in the bottom of the second inning for Team Sooner. Barker was at the plate when Bland was thrown out stealing. Great job by Dayton to cut it off before it gets to the wall. But Barker slides in and tries to fire up the dugout. There's Tia Malloy.
Really good piece of hitting, just setting it right down that third base line. Nelly just missing it.
By the way, to follow up on that, Coach has not been cleared yet to hit fungos by her doctor after her broken wrist. First pitch. Buddy, I don't know where that missed. Ball one. Coach has the card out. Sydney Barker was blocked from getting the sign by Nelly and asked Coach to move over a little bit to give her the sign. She's good. The 1-0. Good cut. Malloy fouls it back. Tia missed a couple of games. She's good to go now. Gosh, what a confident looking freshman. Hitting around 385 for the fall, looking for her first home run. Missed the bunt. Strike two.
That's a play that's got to be executed there. I think those are the smaller things that Coach Gasso wants to see. Can you execute your sacrifice bunts and get the runners moved? But we talked about the transfer class, something.
Malloy's going to go down swinging. One away. Second strikeout for Peyton Monticelli. Boy, that's a great point. You know, it's one thing to talk about the transfers. These freshmen look impressive, but in those moments, no outs runner at second, you got to advance that runner.
Yeah, you've got to see a pitch that you can work with and get after it. I think when you're being told to sacrifice and get that bunt down, that was a pitch to do it. And then you're going to see Peyton kind of climb that ladder with that last pitch and get you to chase.
First Battle Series plate appearance for Corey Hicks, who quickly falls behind. No balls and 2 strikes. Maya Bland will pinch run here at second base. Barker will head in, probably to get ready to go play second. Kazak Bayani is due up third here. She's currently at second base in the field. Well, 2 pitches up high, 1 and 2. So Hicks being back allows Zach Kay to play a little bit more outfield. Riley's on deck. Corey probably factor into being the backup catcher this season. 1-2, a little bit in. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and she's got some pop. Already has hit a home run this fall. This is just her 5th plate appearance. She's 2 for 4. Scored 2 runs and driven in around. I got this thing figured out now, Coach. I've got this figured out. There's Barker in his second base. Zog Bayani heads to the dugout. 2-2 pitches up and away. But I will say, having Barker out there in a white shirt, trying to chase Bland back to the bag at second base, really just threw me off. I had no idea what was going on out at second base. Here's the full count pitch, hit hard towards third. Nelly up with it, throws across, got her. 2 away. Good job by Nelly McEnroe Morenas on the hot shot at the hot corner. 2 outs. Here's the freshman Riley Zakay. Zakay bounces this one foul down the third baseline. Caught for the first 2 games of the Battle Series for the Niles Michigan product. Looking for her first Battle Series hit. Really good pitch by Monticelli that just missed on the inside corner.
She is not afraid to get in the kitchen.
Zakay does have 2 overall hits in the fall. In non-Battle Series games, she's 2 for 6. She takes ball 2, a little bit up.
I'm loving the I feel more confidence out of Monticelli on the mound.
She did not have a good first inning the last time we saw her pitch here in the Battle Series.
Just just feel like she has a little bit more command over her pitches. Had some time to really develop.
2 balls and 2 strikes now after the foul ball. Agbayani waits on deck. Will she get a chance? Ooh, that one just missed inside and got away far enough from Emmerling, where Bland is off to third. Just barely got away from Emmerling, and Bland took advantage of it. Oh, that's probably going to be a pass ball.
Looked like she got crossed up just a little bit.
Full count. Oh, that's a big-time take by Zakay on a pitch that just missed low. I mean, just missed low. What do you think, Destiny?
I think it's a lucky call on that one.
Oh, my gosh.
Right at the knee. Yeah, that's...
Wow. I'm learning. Okay, I'm
it
trying
worked
to be
out for
better.
her.
I'm trying to be
Worked
better.
out.
Whatever. I'm not going to be an umpire killer. We appreciate the crew that's out here tonight calling this game. But if that happened during the regular season, there might be an FCC violation. Well, here's a nice opportunity for Ilana Agbayani. Ilana Agbayani doubled her last time up on a pop-up into right field. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Both pitchers have faced a ton of adversity, and we're only what, 1 2/3 inning and a half in the game. I mean, bottom half of the second inning, 2 outs. As that one misses, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sam Landry's had a pitch out of a jam each inning. First and third. Last inning with 2 outs, and now first and third with 2 outs for Peyton Monticelli. Line drive, base hit. It's going to get into the corner. Bland scores easily. Patty Gasso will hold the runner at third, Zakay, and it's a 2-out RBI double for Ilana Agbayani, and Team Sooner strikes first. It's 1-0. How about the start for Agbayani here tonight?
Yes.
2 doubles and an RBI.
She is on fire. She's just so strong. The way that she can go opposite field and just hit for line drive. She's not trying to do too much. Just seeing the ball hit the bat. So smooth through her swing.
First pitch ball to Cassidy Pickering, who still has not swung the bat tonight. She's seen 4 pitches. 1 ball and no strikes. Monticelli stares in. There you go. Just one of those popped up to the left side. Is there room for Nelly? I don't think so. Ooh, look out to our camera guys. I mean, that.
I don't think they knew how close
I don't
it
think
was.
you realize, bro. We're pretty close to seeing you maybe in the infirmary.
He's good.
Jesse, you good? You got your foot? All right, man. Glad you're good. Good job. Way to stand strong. Here's the 1 ball, 1 strike pitch. I mean, that ball fell right behind them.
It's close.
And you know what our camera guy didn't do? He didn't move.
No.
Didn't shake him.
Can't shake him.
He's working for you, Sooner Nation. You, SEC fan. You, softball fan. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's a good spot. Strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We were talking about how comfortable Pickering looked, and she struck out looking in the first inning. So I'm not going to say anything here in the bottom of the second inning. But she looks very calm. Full count.
She's very calm in the box and decisive. I feel like she's really trying to lay off of any pitch that may be questionable or slightly out of the zone.
Full count. Ball 4. Pretty close pitch. I don't know if I could get too mad about that one because it looked a little bit up.
First baseman.
But
Number 1,
Peyton Monticelli is not having big misses here tonight is one way to look at it.
Yeah, I would agree. It was a good pitch. I think it was out of the zone, up and out a little bit, but still a good pitch.
Nearly hit Sid Sanders. Emmerling chases it down before Zakay could get too far off the bag. Now Tia Malloy is going to come in at second base and play second for Team Boomer. Bases loaded, 1-zip Team Sooner. We're only in the bottom of the second inning. Caught the outside corner. Ball and a strike. JT Gasso barking out instructions from the Sooner dugout. Sooner hitting coach. Boy, those pitches that get framed up on the outside corner are looking pretty nice. There's Jamison Thomas. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pickering at first. Zakay at third. Agbayani at second. Here we go. Way outside, 2-2. Good job by Emmer. Pretty good job by Emmer.
Really good job getting on that outside. It seemed like it kind of hit off of Monticelli's thigh almost.
Hammered foul. Oh my. That ball was rocking.
That foul brought to you by
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Just gets a piece of it to stay alive.
It's a good at bat for Sanders, but also Monticelli doing a good job battling through.
A 2-2 pitch popped up right side. Out and making the catch is Tia Malloy. And that'll do it. But Team Sooner strikes first. Thanks. BYU transfer Lana Agbayani. We head to the third. Team Sooner 1. Team Booner headed to the plate in the battle series. The Sooners looking to get a hot start towards the 2025 season, putting a wrap on fall. Did you like the fall ball? Whatever. It's a little bit of a bigger deal now.
It's
you
a
can be
lot
honest.
bigger deal, yeah.
You were ready for fall ball to be over when you were a player, right?
And well, I guess it was around the same time. It was I remember it being a lot colder.
I do too.
But I mean, yeah. Besides that, when we played other teams back then, so I think I would have enjoyed this. This is very competitive.
Oh, it's absolutely a blast. I am so happy that Oklahoma started doing this. I think this is our 3rd year of the Battle Series. Now, I will say, JT was making fun of me because I did find myself getting so confused by the scoring system.
Yeah.
But in my defense, I finally figured it out, and then they dropped it. But
I don't think I ever figured it out.
JT did say, there he is in his 9th season. Ho-hum, 9 seasons, 6 national champs, the best in the business. Only thing wrong with JT is that he's a Jets fan. But he did say that they're using some of the old AAU Athletes Unlimited scoring for some individual stuff. Coach Gadsden was telling us about that in the pregame as well. So there is
just internal. We don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. It's internal, and it included the triathlon.
Oh, okay. So they're just getting points.
Yeah, they're getting some points involved in this. So if you were a fan of it and you miss it, just know internally it's still going on. Here's a 2-0 pitch to Nelly, and that is a nasty off speed for strike one.
So will we see a winner announced, or how?
I don't know. That's a great question. I
Yeah.
would assume we might. Nelly doubled her last time up. There's another nasty off speed for strike two.
I got to be a part of the triathlon, and I was Nelly's counter,
Okay.
and she is a stud. Okay, the triathlon was not my strong suit. She swam. She was out of that pool so fast.
And by the way, to explain, it's a real triathlon, and it's become a fall staple.
It is a real triathlon minus cycling. They do CrossFit instead
Right.
of cycling, which is harder.
I think
So-
you're right, yeah.
So they swim at the pool, they run over to Everest, they complete a CrossFit circuit, and then do a 2-mile run
2-2 just misses.
back to Love's Field. And they owned it. I thought this team did so great. And it was so cool to see new faces. A lot of alumni came back to count reps and be a part of it. It was really neat.
Here's the 3-2. Line drive pass, Parker into center field. Stay hot, Nelly. She's 2 for 2. She's fired up. I think all the alum come back just to make sure that everyone still has to go through it. I think that's what it is, too. I want to make sure that you're having to do this as well.
Yeah, we need to see how hard it is. Well, we already give Coach a hard time because back in the day, we were swimming in Lake Thunderbird.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that changed my junior year. We came to the pool here at OU, but before that, we were swimming in Lake Thunderbird. And biking and running.
Hannah Cord takes the first pitch low and away. You would think that you would push to keep biking a part of it as opposed to doing a CrossFit.
So the tricky part with that is none of us had solid bikes.
Ah, gotcha.
So I don't know if that was why, but I mean, like, it was triathlon time and they're like, all right, go find a bike. And we're like, okay. So we had like really,
Okay, I got
I
you.
can speak for myself. My bike was always raggedy. It didn't do the job for me. I mean, I got point A to point B, but it was
Yeah.
not. like
It
some
wasn't
of us-
like you had.
And it was a California roster. So we had like beach cruisers. It was not a good fit.
Tell me you didn't have a basket on your bike.
I want to say Allie Allen did.
2-0 has popped up. Not enough room for Hicks to go back and make the play. No one had a dirt bike, did they? You didn't have anyone out in like a BMX or anything?
No.
right. And I think just one final note on the triathlon. It is truly a team bonding event because everybody's miserable, right?
Yeah.
You're just trying to get through it, and you've got each other to lean on and support each other, and you've got the alums that are there to help push you through it. Oh, Hannah Cord popped up the bunt. Hicks couldn't find it. She got bailed out for strike two.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge bonding experience. Once it's done, it's like so satisfying. And you went through it with your entire team. And even the ones that are injured have to adjust what they're doing. So if you can't run, they'll adjust it. You got a bike or you got to get on the...
Right.
So they'll adjust it. So everybody's going through a very difficult time.
Boy, Hannah Cord pops this one up. Hicks is looking for help. Here comes Sanders. Oh my gosh, they almost collided, but Hicks caught it somehow. Ooh. Those were two body. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
If they would have hit each other flush, that could have been painful.
That's a tough play because Hicks can't really see, and Sanders knows that. I would just like to see Sanders be a lot more
Just
clear and
take over.
vocal on
Well,
that.
I wonder a lot of times, and Kinsey Hansen was phenomenal at this. She'd get that mask off and shed it.
Yeah.
And I wonder if for Corey Hicks, she's just a little bit more comfortable with the mask on, right?
Yeah.
And maybe because she didn't see it, she realized if this thing hits me in the face, I'll be in a much better position if I leave my mask on.
I think I still would like to hear somebody.
Right. First pitch off to second. The runner goes. No throw. It's not Nelly. It's pinch running is Abigail Dayton. She gets a stolen base. And when I say pinch running, remember, for Nelly, she's getting work in at third. So as soon as she can, after she bats, she's been going into third, and Maya Bland has been shifting out to right field. I know that we have played 2 1/3, 2 innings, and 2 1/2 innings, 2 1/3, and we're already an hour into this game. But I love the detail-oriented nature of how Jen Rocha, JT Gasso, and Patty Gasso are taking every moment that they have of a last experience like this to make sure that everyone understands what needs to be done.
Yeah, I think this is like true learning experiences that is hard to create at practice. You can obviously say, okay, we're going to work first and thirds, but it's not natural. It's, you know exactly what's going to go on. Maybe on defense, you don't know exactly what the runners are going to do, but you can kind of figure it out because you know what's being done. You're practicing that play. And this, I think, is so helpful because it's very natural. It's real softball.
1-0, she takes the strike. Dayton gets chased back to second as Barker went and covered the bag. McEnroe and Morenas, who's over at third, was charging. Garcia grounded out to second her last time up. Ball and a strike to the freshman shortstop. There's a strike. Team Sooner leads at 1-0. Tying run is at second for Team Boom.
I want to acknowledge Dayton and her leads. We saw her leading off from first last time she was on. These leads at second, she's just trying to draw some attention.
Swing and a miss. Got her. Big bounce back strikeout. 2 away. We'll get another pinch runner. What a pitch from Sam. Wow.
Really good pitch. That's tough to hit as a slapper, but also very tough to lay off of.
Here's the Coweta Tiger, Cheney Helton. 2 away. First pitch missed a little low. Boy, Dayton's causing all kinds of problems over there at second, isn't she?
She
bouncing around. Oh, did we get another pinch runner at second? We did. Garcia went and took over at second. Dayton came in because she's getting ready to bat. And that pitch caught the outside corner, a ball and a strike.
But the leads these girls are taking is like they're really good. They're trying to get those catchers' attention. And it's back to the little things.
1-1. Ooh, that looked like it was in about the exact same spot. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, Dayton went from dancing around on second to standing in the on-deck circle. Garcia goes from striking out to standing on second base. 2-1. Missed a little low, 3-1. I hope I'm doing a good job keeping up with it. I know that TV has the benefit of the pretty pictures that our crew's bringing you. Radio might be a little bit more of a challenge tonight on our radio simulcast. Here's the 3-1. Strike 2. Full count to Cheney Helton. Three balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Got her. Swinging, inning over. Man, how about Sam Landry battling adversity and getting her 5th strikeout of the game so far on an absolutely beautiful pitch. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Team Sooner up 1. Like in 2025, Kirsten Deal, the most seasoned pitcher that returns, at least in a Sooner uniform. Bella Smith, we have not seen yet in fall. She's healthy. She'll be ready to go. Sam Landry, to me, has been the star of the fall so far, hasn't she?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed watching her. She has, that off speed is so good. She's so comfortable throwing it in any count. I've really enjoyed watching her. Peyton Monticelli's done a good job tonight. Kirsten Deal, again, she's going to be the leader of that staff. And I think that this staff is really going to have to work together throughout the regular season. Whether we see a pitcher throwing 2 innings at a time, 3 innings at a time, I think they're really going to have to tag team off each other. but they all bring something different to the table.
That's a great way to put it. And they have the best pitching coach you saw there, Jen Rocha. Maya Bland, after fouling off the first pitch, waits for the 0-1 and just misses inside. Bland, her last time up, singled and then was thrown out trying to steal second base in the first and third situation. Hit the ball hard, though. Here comes the 1-1. A little out in front of it. 1 and 2. Each pitcher tonight done a nice job battling through adversity. Landry has 5 strikeouts, which puts her at 34 for the fall. Monticelli has a couple. She is now at 10 strikeouts through the fall series. Fall season, I guess I should say. The 1-2. Off speed, ripped down the first base line, foul.
She is throwing a really good rise ball. It's breaking pretty late, and it's tough for these hitters to lay off of.
She's got a chance. She has got a chance to be really special. 1-2. Just misses low.
Yeah, when you're learning from Jen Rocha and you've got the speed that Peyton has, when those two things come together, it's going to work out.
There's Coach Rocha. 2-2. Got her.
Good pitch.
Make that 3 strikeouts and 1 away.
Really great control, great placement. Down and out. There's really not much she could have done with that pitch, but it's too close to lay off of.
Here's Sid Barker. Makes the first pitch low and away. Barker doubled her last time up into the left field corner. Swing and a miss. That's popped to the right side. Eldon is under it. Freshman makes the catch, and quickly there's 2 away in what has been a very quiet bottom half of the third for Team Sooner.
Left fielder, number 9, Tia Malloy.
Here's Malloy, strikeout victim her last time up. Agbayani, who is due up, let's see, 4th here this, 2 outs, still out at second base playing for Team Boomer. An infield that's got Nellie McEnroe Morenas at 3rd, Gabby Garcia at short. 2nd as that ball's fouled off. Zagbayani and Ella Parker over at first now. Wonder if we'll see Ella Parker pitch tonight. She was warming up pregame.
I haven't gotten to see her pitch.
Oh, you haven't?
Have you? When did she throw?
Let me get you her numbers. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Ooh, that's nasty. Strike 2. So Parker, an inning and a third, has allowed 1 hit, walk 2.
Okay, Ella.
She was one of the highest rated highest rated pitching prospects. But last year had a off-season injury that didn't allow her to pitch as much. And oh, by the way, she can flat out rake. 2-2, low and away.
Yeah, I'm ready to see her pitch.
Three-two pitch, popped up, fouled on the left side.
That foul ball brought to you by
3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Helton, by the way, Cheney Helton down right. Core still in center. Dane in left. Inside out swing that fouled off.
Everybody clap your hands.
Coach Patty Gasso debriefing over there with JT Gasso.
It's a really good at bat for Tia. She's staying alive.
Full count. Foul again. Oh, watch out. That ball hit off the overhang and rocketed right back to Emmerling. Corey Hicks waits on deck. Three balls, two strikes. The pitch inside out, foul down the left field line. Now the whole dugout's getting fired up about it.
This is a big at bat. Tia really making her work.
Monticelli, a little glove pad with Ella Parker. I just say this has been quite a quiet top half, or bottom half of the third inning.
It really has.
Malloy said, just wait, let me get you a good at bat here. And she takes ball 4 on a close pitch. Monticelli can't believe it.
Ooh, that was close.
Oh,
Very close.
maybe Emmerling got a little handsy in trying to move it up. Maybe.
Ooh.
That's a really good spot. That's the second
tough.
ball 4. That's a really close pitch. Hicks, first pitch swinging, ground ball to short. Garcia will go to first and in the inning anyway. Good bounce back. Good bounce back from Peyton Monticelli. Fun night and tons of scoring opportunities. We head to the 4th. Team Sooner up 1-0.
Introducing Tasties.
Field just acknowledged the birthday girl, Destiny McElroy. How fun has it been to watch Sam Landry work?
She is on fire. I love the placement of all her pitches, the way that she's mixing speeds. I think she is definitely a stud in the circle.
You got to make sure you don't let
Was
Caitlin
you?
Fournier know it's your birthday.
Girl! Thank you.
Happy 28th birthday to Destiny Martinez McElroy.
Exactly, 28.
Riley Zakay will lead things off against Sam Landry. So this will be the 4th inning of work for Landry. She's only allowed 4 hits. Now unofficially by, well, hold on. Yes, 4 hits, and unofficially by my numbers, she has struck out 5. So it'll be Dayton, Parker, and Isabella Emmerling as Team Boomer tries to get on the scoreboard and trail it 1-0. But I feel like it's been a good night for coaching points and learning experiences that, again, you hope goes a long way in helping make this team championship material come May and June.
Yeah, and I feel like I've talked about it so much, but these real situations are so hard to practice because you always talk about, okay, it's first and third time, it's time to focus on communication, it's time to focus on gaps, it's time to focus on all these different things, but you don't get the opportunity to do it in real time, real reaction, real base runners, live at bats. So I think that's one of my favorite things about the Battle Series is getting the opportunity to kind of slow the game down when you need to and talk to your defense, talk to your offense, talk to your pitchers about what the expectations are, but also put some pressure on defense by being able to communicate with your runners and communicate with your offense on the expectations set for them as well.
Coach Gasso layering up, getting a little chilly here as we roll into the early evening in Norman and Sam Landry. We'll go back to work. Did you expect to have everyone here turn and say happy birthday to you tonight?
No, I did not. That was a nice touch.
Abigail Dayton takes the first pitch low. That's what I was saying early on. You know, as we approach about an hour and 15 minutes, the birthday plans happening after the game tonight, or are we waiting until tomorrow or the weekend?
Blank, I got an 8-month-old at home.
That's true.
We're going home.
1-0 is in for a strike, 1-1. Dayton has been a spark plug tonight. After leading off the game with a strikeout, she singled with 2 outs in the second, but was stranded at third. Here comes the 1-1. Off speed, hit hard up the middle. Good job cutting it off. The throw to first. One away. Agbayani, nice. Sanders at first, Agbayani at second.
Number 5, Ella.
Over at short has been Sydney Barker, and now Maya Bland will come in and play third, which means that Kay is out and right. First pitch to Ella Parker is a little bit low. Dayton now 1 for 3 on the day. I think earlier I might have, when I talked about projecting the starting infield, which is always fun, as the 1-0 pitch is in for a strike, 1-1. I brought up that the team Boomer infield, whenever Agbayani came in and played second, might be your opening day starter. Let's not forget, this is a pretty good battle still for Parker and Sanders over at first. Nice play by Landry. Sid makes the play at first, 2 away.
I was thinking that as well.
Yeah, and I just sometimes you forget that, you know, Ella was the DP all year last year and was really good at it. Would they like to find a spot for her in the field? Probably, but maybe her days at first base are going to be once Sid Sanders finishes her senior season.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. And I feel like I kind of forget about Ellis Parker's speed.
Yeah, she's fast.
She's quick, so we can potentially use her in the outfield.
And if she can get things going in the circle, you never know.
Lots of options for Parker.
Here's Bella Emmerling. First pitch she takes for a strike. I wonder, will this be the last inning of work for Sam Landry? I wonder if the 5th, 6th, and 7th could belong to Kirsten Deal. The 0-1 pitch is a little bit high. Or Deal seems to have, now this is investigative work here. Deal has a gray shirt on tonight. Team Boomer is wearing gray shirts. Audrey Lowry has a white shirt on. Could she be pitching for Team Sooner? Here's a slow roller to second. Smooth like butter on the play by Agbayani, and that'll do it. A quick inning as Abigail, Dayton, Parker, and Emmerling go in order. It's 1-0 Team Sooner. A lot of ways, Destiny McElroy, season 1, because, well, the Sooners played 28 games here at home last season, while they averaged the largest attendance and the most attendance in the history of OU softball. The team truly didn't get to move in until the Super Regionals. So this 2025 squad will have the locker room, the team room, the recovery room, the equipment room, everything that is the lower level here at Loves Field. Coach Gasso will have the recruiting lounge, the offices for the whole season instead of having to bus back and forth. So I think that's a big deal for this team in 2025.
Yeah, and I think one huge component of that is they get to practice on this field for a full season. I think that was something that having them come here for games only is tough because you don't know your home field as well as you do when you're practicing on it every day. So I'm excited to see them get a full season under their belts of practicing here, understanding the foul lines, understanding communication, where the walls are, where the warning track is. All of those things go into play.
Kirsten Deal, my investigative work was solid.
Nailed it.
She's in the circle here as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning for Team Sooner. Her defense behind her has Sid Sanders over at first. At shortstop is Gabby Garcia with Nellie McEnroe-Morenas at third. And for now, over at short is Sydney, or over at second, excuse me, Sydney Barker. First pitch by Zakay is fouled back. Team Sooner leads it 1-0. Foul back. So both Sanders, both Sanders and Barker are out there. They're on Team Sooner, but they're playing defense for Team Boomer. I'm not. Coach Gasso has me in knots here
But
tonight.
you're doing a good job. You really are.
I looked up and my mind was blown. Sakay, by the way, walked in her only plate appearance against Peyton Monticelli, a very controversial full count ball call.
I think the craziest part to the confusion here is that the girls just naturally flow with it. Like they know where they're supposed to be.
There's no question. 1-2 pitches high. Cheney Helton is out in right, Hannah Core in center, and Dayton in left. That's the one thing that's been consistent for me. Thank you, Team Boomer defense, outfield. You've stayed the same for me, and I'm grateful. The 2-2 pitch. Pop down the right side, foul. Sanders gives chase. Look out. Lands on top of the awning here at Loves Field. But getting back to the point, it is the gold standard in softball facilities on campus. And I think when the 2025 schedule comes out, you're going to see a lot more opportunities to see this team at home. Ground ball right back to Deal. One away. Good job by Kirsten. In other words, you know, there's been, Coach had talked about how it's unlikely the team's going to go to Palm Springs for the Mary Nutter. And there's been some rumors of some big-time tournaments, if you will, coming here.
Yeah.
Texas does it in Austin.
Yeah.
You know, they have two big tournaments. They have Longhorn, the Texas Invitational, and now it Loves Field. And, you know, you could have OKC, and, I mean, Marita Hines Field is still there if you need to have multiple games going.
Yeah. I think the hard part with the Mary Nutter is I just feel like the sport has grown out of that.
Oh, the bunt is out in front. No play. No chance.
Perfect placement.
Hicks tried, or pardon me, Emmerling tried to get it down in time, but my goodness, Agbayani beat it out. She's got 3 hits tonight.
She is on fire, and she can do it all. She found the gap.
Last second, too. How beautiful is that?
Oh, so nice. Perfect placement, but I love how she's able to be a triple threat. We saw her finding the gap on her first at-bat, hitting it down the line, her second at-bat, being able to have a perfectly placed bunt that nobody could throw you out on. She is a true table setter.
And be careful here. Be careful here, Team Boomer. She can go. Bayani has the only RBI tonight. She's at first. Here's Pickering. Cassidy walked her last time up. Takes the first pitch low and inside, ball 1. Yeah, you know, and that's Mary Nutter's a great event for fans, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done on the fields. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the prep areas. You gotta.
Well, and I just think the fan base has grown significantly over the years.
Oh, it hit Agbayani. What a tough break for Alana, who tried to time it. And we've seen some, I don't know how else to put it, but we've seen some nasty spins. Watch this one. How tough is this?
Yeah, that's a tough.
Oh.
She saw it coming. I think she just thought she would dodge it.
Oh.
Got her on the back foot.
Sanders will come into the dugout. And so over to play first. The first pitch is in for a strike. It was Barker over at first. Team Sooner leads it 1-0, trying to add to their lead. Pickering at first. That's low. But and just to clarify that rule, if it hits the base runner, if the ball hits the base runner on a batted ball, they're out.
Yes.
If the second baseman was trying to make a play and runs into the base runner, the runner is out.
Correct.
The 1-1, swing and a miss, strike 2.
You just got to avoid the whole situation.
Contact. Now, if we had this play, and I want to say it actually happened out in the Mary Nutter last year. If you run into the base runner and you're not making a play on the ball, then the runner gets that base. That's fouled off.
Yeah, I mean, that I don't feel like happens as often, but you will see a defensive player try to make an effort and know they won't make a play.
And fans can help me out here. It was Avery Hodge, and it might have even been, now that I think about it, in the World Series, where she came charging a ball and she wasn't going to make a play, and she just ran into the runner, and they called her out. Look at the contortion on Maya Bland, because it was close enough to where it looked like she could make a play.
Yeah, you can pull it off.
But I don't think she would have, and the Sooners still got the out. But a tough break there, 2 away. A 2-2 pitch headed home from Deal to Maya Bland. Here we go. Bounce to the right side. Oh, good job by Barker. She'll beat her teammate to the bag. And in a very quick bottom of the 4th inning for Team Sooner. That was a wild half inning. We head to the 5th. 1-zip Team Sooner and the final battle series. It's my fault. And she's like, we got a lot of young players, we'll be fine, and she was right. Speaking of young players, Audrey Lowry into pitch. First pitch batted down off the grounder from Nellie McEnroe-Moranis. Freshman stays cool, 1 away. Have you had a chance to see Audrey pitch yet?
I don't know. She didn't throw. I only did the first battle series game. I don't think she threw.
She has been outstanding in the non-battle series games. Outstanding, and I was asking Jen Rocha about it in the pregame, and I thought, was it good for her to not throw to Oklahoma's hitters? And Coach Rocha laughed. She goes, yeah, but she's a baller.
Yeah.
And I think you see it in how every time she steps in the circle, Audrey Lowry gets better. One of the top recruits in the country, nasty lefty, and Core just hit one to the moon, but it's foul. Lowry out of Pittsboro, Indiana, by way of Tri-West High School. Remember seeing her on one of her very first ever recruiting visits. And I want to say she made her way to the Loves Field groundbreaking. That would get me to go.
Yeah.
That would get me to go. Fouled off. Her family can let me know if that sounds incorrect, but she is a good-looking young pitcher.
I remember when it was the groundbreaking, they invited all of the alumni and really everybody, donors, and it was a huge thing, and they said, we're going to have recruits there, so make sure you say hi. And I was like, Coach Gasso is a recruiting genius.
Here's the no-ball, 2-strike pitch. Core bounces this one back to Lowry. Look at the kid, fielder position. Oh, no! Off the glove of Sanders. Core will race back and stay on the bag. Good job by Zakay to get there. Let's watch this replay. Almost looked as if Sanders might have stretched a little bit too soon. But I will never blame Sid for anything. Let's look.
No, I agree. I think she stretched forward and the throw took her elsewhere.
Yeah, she moved forward. The throw took her out a little bit to the baseline. Well, scoring opportunity here in the top half of the 5th inning for Team Boomer to try to tie this game. They're going to give Core a base hit. My man, Thomas Breach is in a giving mood tonight.
He's being nice.
By the way, if you're wondering, because I went and checked during the break, the base runner, Agbayani, getting hit is scored as a fielder's choice, and they give the put out to the second baseman. If you're able to keep a scorebook on this one tonight, kudos to you. Inside out swing fouled by Garcia down the third baseline. Gabby's 0 for 2. She's been a little dinged up this fall. Yeah, I wonder, just kind of scatter shooting here a little bit. Runner at first, 1 out. 1-zip Team Sooner leads Team Boomer. Time is called. The adjustment for these freshmen that have always been the best at what they do, that one's fouled off, to come into a situation where you're competing against another level, and oh, by the way, strength training. So different parts of your muscles are suddenly aching and you're working every single day.
Yeah.
It's got to be an adjustment.
Yeah, it is tough. There's so many different things that go into it.
It's going to be an easy tag out of Core at second base on the attempted steal. Good throw by Corey Higgs. If it was a straight steal, Hannah got a tough jump. If it was a missed hit and run, not a heck of a throw by Higgs.
Yeah, And I think that pitch kind of led her to a good throwing position. That pitch was up in the zone. She was able to stand up and be ready to throw.
Cora kind of got a UFC chest shot on that one. Ouch.
But I think back to being a freshman, coming to OU, having to compete at a very high level, which they're used to, but it's just on a different scale once you get to college, and having to manage your time wisely.
2-2 pitch, a little bit low, 3-2.
Be at class on time. Do they still have class checkers and study hall hours? I know they had that for me. Yeah, so that's tough to manage.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Got her swinging. What a half inning for the freshman Lowry. She overcomes the one-out hit by Hannah Core, and Team Sooner will look to add to its 1-zip lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's the Battle Series Fall Ball wrapping up at Loves Field.
Even Sydney Barker.
She's been impressive tonight.
She's been very good defensively on the base paths. I mean, this freshman class is very impressive.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to Sanders, a little bit low. I've got Sid tonight as 0 for 2. Pop out to first, pop out to second as Kirsten Deal is back to work here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Team Sooner up 1-zip. Set the defense for you after this 1-1 in the dirt. Maya Bland is now at second base, so I think you chalk up Bland and Barker as the two players who have played the most positions tonight. Barker's played first, short, and I think second. Bland's been at second, third, and right. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Sanders takes it a little bit up, 3-1. That's a good pitch. Nellie McEnroe-Moranis at third. Gabby Garcia at short. Bland at second. Ella Parker is over at first with a battery of Deal and Isabella Emery, Bella Emmerling. Abigail Dayton in left, Hannah Core in center. And as strike 2 just catches the inside corner, freshman out of Coweta, Cheney Helton out right. They were telling Cheney in the pregame, I got here way too early tonight to watch the Sooner State batting practice. Finish that after this 3-2 pitch. Line drive to Cheney Helton. She's right there, makes the catch, 1 away. They were telling Cheney, hey, you got some media responsibilities after the game tonight. And I told her, I'm like, all you do is you talk about Coweta the whole time, right? Just talk about your hometown. I'll tell you about the Coweta Tigers. All-time Sooner grade Ricky Bryan from Coweta. Great city. Potentially solid career ahead of the freshman Helton. The first pitch is a strike to Sydney Barker. Okay, now I'm really confused. Maya Bland is supposed to be hitting now, and she's at second base. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Look at Garcia. Look at how smooth Gabby Garcia is, 2 away.
What a play.
Here's Tia Malloy. Now, Agbayani's going to go out. Pretty smooth.
Very smooth. I love the way that she was able to just cover ground so smoothly up the middle and maintain the footwork to have a good throw.
I wonder why Maya didn't get to hit. There's the first pitch to Tia Malloy. Line drive foul.
That foul ball brought to you by...
Every time there is a
Visit oneoklahoma.com.
every time there is a rule that is either broken or not followed, I always think of the Big Lebowski. Whenever they're bowling, mark at 0. There's rules. But tonight, Coach Gasso doing what she wants with the lineup, and understandably so. We've seen a lot of different looks in a lot of different situations. Ground ball foul by Malloy.
And that pitch looked like it was going to hit her.
Tia's battled through a few things too this fall. Good to see her in action tonight, back in action. I think what you can say is about all the freshmen have had to battle through something so far this fall. Here's the 0-2. A little bit out, low and away. And that was kind of the reason why I asked you about it. It's a whole new world.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of times, if you're in a sport that plays in the fall, it's like you don't even have time to think about it. Boom, you go. You got a whole semester to wait until your season gets here for softball. It was a 1-2. Mouse foul at the plate. Fall ball is something completely new. It's like, well, what?
Yeah.
We're playing ball? Though, in the state of Oklahoma, the fast pitch season is in the fall.
Yeah, yeah. I think us and a couple other states.
Yeah. Slow pitch will start up here in a couple of months in Oklahoma. Here's the 1-2, way outside.
I didn't realize how big of a deal slow pitch softball is here.
I've done a 180 on it. I used to think it was ridiculous to play slow pitch softball when there's no opportunities to play it outside of your church leagues when you graduate, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's the 2-2 pitch to Tia Malloy, heads home. She pops it foul. Learning about defense.
Yeah.
Right? Now, base running, take it for what it is, but I think it makes you a better defensive player. Balls might get hit a little harder at you. I've done a bit of a 180.
Yeah, I think the season should be switched.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you have a fast pitch season in the spring, but I agree. I think it's really good work for your defense.
Your fundamentals up high, full count. Now, am I going to sit and watch a slow pitch game? No.
No.
Unless my beloved Washington Warriors are playing. That might be about it. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Tia Malloy.
That is the second or third biggest event at the Hall of Fame Stadium.
All four. It's huge, isn't it?
I mean, the Talons bust their they bust their whole town in. It's crazy. The school's shut down. I mean, it's a huge deal if you make it to the state tournament in slow pitch.
As a father of 2 daughters in a small town, I can confirm this. There's Corey Hicks. I'd like to see her get. Oh, pardon me. Here's Maya Bland. Nope. It is Corey Hicks. I apologize. I thought they had slid Maya Bland here at the bottom of the lineup. Nope, Corey Hicks. So Malloy's at first. Now here comes Barker to take over at second. Agbayani will come racing back to the dugout because she is due up after Riley Zakay, who is on deck. Keep up, Blank. 1-0 is outside the throw behind Malloy at first. She's back in. Good work by Fale Steele in getting Malloy back. Oof. Let's watch her right hand.
Oof.
Ouch. Yeah, she's been battling. She's tough.
Those new mitts are nice. The steel or that hard protecting.
Pop foul on the 2-0 pitch by Hicks. I've got Hicks at 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded out to third, grounded out to short. Is that looking like what your scorecard has?
Hey, my scorecard. We don't need to talk about it.
Okay. Deal. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Up high, runner goes late jump. The throw is an absolute beauty from Emmerling, inning over. Sooners have had 3 caught stealing here tonight. We head to the 6th. Team Sooner in a pitcher's duel leads in 1-0. Parker getting set for the 6th inning. These seasons have been something else for the Sooners when it comes to the long ball. The 2021 team, the most in the history of the sport with 161. They had 155 and 22. 117 is no slouch, nor is 122 and 24. 6 in the first 2 Battle Series games, but none here tonight. A pitcher's duel, Destiny McElroy. It's crazy how this works.
It is crazy, but to see those numbers, like some teams don't even score that many runs in a season. That is crazy.
Cheney Helton takes the first pitch for a ball and couldn't check her swing on the second offering from Audrey Lowry. Strike one. Team Sooner 1 run on 5 hits and an error. Team Boomer no runs on 5 hits. Helton gets into one deep to right. Oh, it's off the base of the wall. Off to second goes the Tiger product. She's in, and I think they're going to give her third. No. As she was rounding first, Patty Gasso is talking with the home plate umpire. As Helton was rounding first, she bumped into Sid Sanders. Watch this. I thought that was getting out of here.
I thought that ball was out of here, but I did see her bump into Sid on that round.
The umpire immediately had the obstruction arm out, but I guess they were just going to make sure she got second base. Oh, what a shot for the freshman. Shows bunt, pulls it back. They'll throw behind. Back in safely is Helton. Cheney Helton had been 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, and she nearly leaves the yard. How about this kid from Coweta?
Just as we're talking about home runs.
1-0. Yeah, good timing. Complaining about the lack of home runs, and she hits one nearly out of here. Dayton's 1 for 3 tonight. 2-out single. The best scoring opportunity that Team Boomer has had so far tonight in the second inning. And she was stranded at third. She's ahead on the count here, though. 3 balls and no strikes against the freshman Lowry, with Ella Parker waiting on deck. Shows bunt, ball 4. Dayton's fired up as she heads to first base. Jen Rocha started to come out, but she saw Corey Hicks walk out to talk to the freshman. Shows the bunt. Oh, look at the energy from Dayton.
That pitch was pretty high up in the zone. Nothing that she was looking to chase, but you've got to bring that energy.
Yep. Maybe a night where the Sooners haven't had necessarily as much juice, and when you're in a pitcher's duel here in the top of the 6th, it's 1-0. That might be a that might be a bit of a challenge. Hannah Core was on her way out to play left field. Patty Gasso said, no. Tia Malloy will now go out to play left.
With her teammates.
With her teammates, right? So Maya Bland is at third. Oh, Hannah Core was ready, too. Live look in the dugout. First pitch to Ella Parker is low and away, ball 1. So Maya Bland is at third. Over at short, Sydney Barker. Agbayani at second, Sanders at first. 1-0. Parker lines it up the middle off a hop. Agbayani steps on the back for 1 to first. No. Nearly a highlight reel double play from Agbayani. Parker, though, shows that speed that you were talking about earlier, Destiny.
She is sneaky fast. Just a ton of athleticism. Really good piece of hitting right up the middle. And Agbayani, I mean, you're having to turn quickly with Ella Parker on the base pass.
Here's Bella Emmerling. So Malloy is in left, Pickering in center field. The first pitch hits her off the Evo shield, and the bases are loaded. Riley Zakay is out in right field.
Trying to work that pitch up and in. Just getting her right on that Evo shield.
Well, I said the best scoring opportunity for Team Boomer came in the second inning. That's when they had Dayton at third. But there were 2 outs. This is their best scoring opportunity probably since the second or third inning. Third inning, Nellie McEnroe-Morenas led off with a single, stole second. She was stranded at third after back-to-back strikeouts by Garcia and Helton.
Now, I'd love to see them manufacture this. I don't want them to rely on a home run or a big hit. They can really work base paths, make the defense make some plays. 1 out.
See Patty Gasso talking to her offense. It'll be Nelly McEnroe-Morenas with Emmerling at first, Parker at second, Cheney Helton at third. Helton led off the inning with a double that almost got out of here. Abigail Dayton reached on a 4-pitch walk. Parker on the fielder's choice. Emmerling on the hit by pitch. Here we go. First pitch. Good take. Ball 1. Boy, she looked like she wanted to.
Looked like a little bit of speed came off of that one, the way it kind of fell in.
I've got Nelly at 2 for 3 tonight. A double, a single, a ground out. That ball was moving, but not enough. It misses off the outer edge. 2 balls and no strikes. Now, it's got to be perfect for Nelly. It's got to be perfect.
This is a situation Coach Rocha wants to see Audrey Lowry get out of as well.
Good pitch, swinging a foul. And the infield is in. Okay. For a moment, it looked like Barker was back a little further, but they're in. They're coming home on anything. There, Sid steps up a few more spots into that baseline between second and third. The 2-1. Pounced foul off the curve again. I mean, Lowry's ball has some spin to it. That thing is moving.
Yeah.
Two balls, 2 strikes. 1-zip Team Sooner, Team Booner threatening. Bounced foul at the plate. Team Boomer. Boomer. Sorry. There's no such thing as a Team Booner.
I mean, the way, well, actually, no, we're seeing all. This might be the first time the full defense is one color.
I think you're right. Everyone on Team Boomer has the same jersey. House foul again. Pardon me, Team Sooner out in the field. Sanders at first, Ogbayani at second. We talked about the freshman Sydney Barker at short. Maya Bland at third. Malloy out in left. Zach Kay in right. And Cassidy Pickering in center. Hicks behind the plate. The 2-2 from Lowry. Bounce back to Lowry. Offer glove. Agbayani juggles it and doesn't have a play. We are knotted up on a rocket that nearly took the face mask off Lowry. And then Agbayani miraculously almost made a play but just couldn't grip it. Ooh, it might have hit her face mask.
It had a funky spin. And you see Agbayani kind of bobbling it too. It was spinning really weird.
Everybody moves up 60. We're tied at 1. And here is a spot for Hannah Core, who takes the first pitch for a strike. Infield RBI single for Nelly, who immediately heads to the Sooner dugout, and Abigail Dayton is pinned running at first. Bounce to the right side. Sanders will come home with it. Good stretch by Hicks. Stays on the plate. 2 away. Here's Gabby Garcia. I mean, Corey Hicks showing off the stretch behind the plate. What's this?
Really good effort back there. Making sure she's out of the way of the runner. Keeping that back foot on the corner of the plate. I feel like she stretched a little soon.
Maybe.
On that.
We've seen that a few times tonight. Sid Sanders might have stretched a little bit soon in the last half inning, and Corey Hicks may have there, but what a play by the kid.
Yeah.
Showing some promise here for the future behind the plate. I like her a lot already. It's the first time I've got to see her play. I watched her go through whenever she was in a boot, I watched her go through warm-ups, and you could tell she wanted to be out there. She won my heart at that moment. First pitch to Gabby Garcia, misses outside. Been a bit of a rough night for Gabby in her return to the battle series. 0 for 3, but she's been fantastic defensively at short. She rips this one foul down the left field line. 1-1 game now, top of the 6th. But Team Boomer needs a big 2-out hit.
Everybody clap your hands. Clap, clap, clap.
7 hits now for Team Boomer. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Oh, just missed low. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Audrey Lowry bounces back and gets out of a jam, minimizing the damage. But Team Boomer's back in, and we're knotted in 1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. And the final game of the battle series, and Nelly McEnroe-Morenas hits it hard and makes a play. Tied up at 1.
Yeah, this is, I mean, not a lot of runs are being generated, but good softballs being played.
Corey Hicks can change that with 1 swing of the bat. She's got some pop. The 1-0. Good spot by Kirsten Deal. 1-1.
Yeah, Plank, you're pretty spoiled getting to watch just
Tell me about it.
Dominate.
It's been fun. I think this team's going to be fun. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's got some 2016 vibes to it.
Ooh, I like that.
Now, like I said, the season didn't start out so great in 2016. We lost our first 2 games, including a near run rule loss to Washington. But just with a young energy and a couple returning stars, 2-1 is high, 3-1. But again, you don't want to get too carried away with the expectations.
Yeah.
There's not a Paige Parker, even though Kirsten Deal is really good. Oh, we have a substitution. We have a big substitution. We have a new first base coach. Here comes the 3-1. Bounce to the left side. Cut off by Nelly. Bobbles, throws 1 away. We'll have to get to the bottom of this, but Tiare Jennings is now over coaching first base.
Now batting, number 14, Riley.
Oh,
Zuckay.
there's Foley. Foley's down to the bench. There's Tiare. Got a ring
You think
for
Tiare is trying to beat out Fale?
all 4 fingers. Now, that was one of my favorite seasons, as the first pitch to Zuckay is up high. When we had a battle for who was going to be the first base coach one season. And Kaylani, oh, who was Kaylani battling with? This is killing me. Kaylani Ricketts and I want to say Brittany Williams, but I don't think that's right.
Oh, man.
Here's the 1-0. Some diehard Sooner fans got to remember.
That would just be pure comedy.
And we had the best time with it. Because, listen, it's no joke. You got to be on your toes over at first base.
Yeah.
Can't be slacking.
No, that's a hard position to coach.
2-0 by Deal is fouled off by Riley Zuckay. So Tiare Jennings over there at first, but I can tell you something, Fale has really embraced that role.
Yeah.
And Tiare back with the team as a grad assistant this year. Meanwhile, Fale of you know, in watching Sid Romero's star shine like it is right now, boy, Fale, it's a matter of time before someone else says, hey, come run my program. There's the 2-1 pitch that misses low, ball 3.
Yeah, I mean, they're learning from the absolute best.
Maybe Fale got cold. For California, this is cold, right?
Yeah. She's a Californian, too.
Well, that's true. But Tiare's been sitting over in the dugout the whole game. Time is called. Kirsten didn't like either one of the pitches. were called. I wonder if Coach Roach is letting Bella and Kirsten call this. You brought that up earlier. Let's see. Kirsten's got the watch. Maybe so. Here's the 3-1. Ball 4 just misses high, and Zakay is on her way to first. To the top of the lineup, and the leading candidate to end up being our post-game interview right now, Elana Agbayani. She is 3 for 3, 2 doubles and a run batted in. What a spark she's brought after an incredible season. She hit .425 at BYU, but she hit about .800 when she was here at Love's Field.
She sure did.
Here's the first pitch. Line foul. The Sooners played BYU in the Big 12 tournament last year. Agbayani was dinged up, did not play in that game. Haven't really had a chance to talk with her about it, but it was somewhat of a heated moment between the BYU coaches, and time is called. Patty Gasso saw something, and she's going to bring the entire infield together. I love this. I love seeing this. Anyway, back to the point while Coach talks to the team. BYU's coach was mad about the tarp.
Yeah.
And
placement.
for someone that has been out there, there's just nowhere else to put it.
No.
And so it's in play down the third base line, and Agbayani had crashed into it. And it might have been a concussion, might have been an ankle injury, whatever it was, and she couldn't go. And from what I heard, he started with the Big 12, worked his way up to Hall of Fame, and he was not happy about it.
Yeah, that was a big issue. Well, they didn't know that that's just where it's housed at all times. I think he was under the impression that it's not there during the World Series, and no, it's
always there.
Yeah. Not ideal placement, but it's got to be there.
0-1 is fouled off. Couldn't blame him after losing Agbayani as good as she was against OU during the series here in Norman. What a fun matchup this has been tonight. 1-1 Battle Series, final fall game of 2024 before we get set for the 25 season. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, tied up in 1. Deal's ready. The 0-2 misses up. I've been trying to. I think Coach Roach is letting Emmerling and Deal call this.
Yeah. I can't tell if Emmerling is looking down at a watch.
Time, and because Deal is looking at her right wrist, and it looks like the pitch watch is on her left. They're going to call a time and run out and chat with each other. We're going big time. I got the binoculars out now. We'll figure this out. Emmerling does have the pitch watch on her left wrist. And you've seen Bella Smith over in the dugout working with Coach Rocha. 2 upperclassmen working together. You love to see it. The 1-2 nearly hit her. 2 balls and 2 strikes. They'll go back and evaluate and watch the tape and learn from the mistakes and try to get better. Oh, she's looking at the watch. Good job by our camera crew. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The runner first is Zakay. Ball 3. And there's been times where Coach Rocha has given that freedom.
Yeah.
And a veteran catcher and a veteran pitcher. 3-2. Ball 4. Zakay slid into second. And big opportunity here for Cassidy Pickering.
I think it gives them an opportunity to really understand one another as a battery.
Right. Again,
good, yeah.
Not necessarily that's what's happening here
Right.
now that our eagle eye spotted the pitch watch. And that ball's hammered. Deep to center field. Oh, Cassidy Pickering. Touch them all, baby. A 3-run home run off the bat of Pickering. Team Sooner takes the lead on a 3-run bomb. And the lights are flickering on the explosion from Pickering. Team Sooner. That ball was crushed.
I mean, completely out of here, no question about it. And I think the one thing that I really admire about that at-bat and that pitch and that swing is that she had been waiting for that pitch all game long. She was very decisive in the box, waited for a pitch that she can really work with, and that pitch was left belt high.
That one got almost completely over the garden in center field. Here's Sid Sanders, first pitch, a little low. By the way, I've also realized, as we're going to have a switch here at second base, Tia Malloy is going to come in and play second. Kirsten Deal doesn't put her actual pitch watch on her wrist. She puts it on her glove. So it's on her glove. Okay. She's going to go out and chat.
I was thinking that black line on her.
Yeah, she's got a wrist like band on, but the actual pitch watch is on her glove.
Okay.
That's why I was trying to give credit there to what was being called by the battery. Here's the 0-1 that just missed 1-1. Regardless of what you've seen, is there has been some, at least in this half inning, some communication issues between Emmerling and Deal. See the numbers on Sanders, 0 for 3 tonight. Here comes the 1-1. This is outside, 2-1.
This is your moment to find it, though. This is where you want to have these moments. You want to feel more comfortable with one another. Got to get it figured out.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Rip foul on the third baseline.
That foul ball.
We were wondering if we'd see a light show tonight, and we did. I think I said the lights are flickering. That's a really old phrase, but it was a bomb.
I like that added touch of the lights.
It's not as effective during the day.
We can only play night games.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Deal. This is up high, ball 3. This rally started on a pair of walks. A walk to Zakay, a walk to Agbayani, and then the 3-run home run from Pickering. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Sid Sanders. Hit her. And that ball shot down and then caught Emmerling, it looks like. Let's watch this. Boom. Oh. It hit Sanders and then caught the inside of the knee of Emmerling. That hurts. Oh, Kirsten Deal struggling here a bit to try to get out of the bottom of the 6th inning. Sid Sanders is going to head back to the Sooner dugout. Riley Zakay will run here. And as Sid Sanders heads back to the dugout, she may be grabbing a glove to go play first base. How can you not love fall ball? Nope, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she is. Ella Parker, here you go.
There we go.
Here you go, Destiny.
I have waited all fall for this.
Ella Parker will pitch. This is part of her repertoire. She was one of the top pitchers coming out of high school. I don't think Coach would get mad at me for saying that last season, Coach Rocha had started working a little bit with Ella in the pen. See the debrief with Kirsten Deal.
It's a little bit of frustration there.
Yeah, again, the thing that was noticeable and is there was some sort of communication issue that Deal was having with Emmerling.
Yeah.
And if it was maybe with the pitch watch, if there was freedom given to them, whatever it was pretty obvious last half inning, or in this half inning.
Yeah, and I think one thing that was really interesting to me is we saw 2 walks, a home run, hit by pitch, and Coach Rocha never came out she was letting them figure it out.
First pitch by Parker is a little bit low. Maya Bland, who did not get a plate appearance her last time up, but is 1 for 2. Was caught stealing on an attempted double steal. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the 1-0. Pop fouled on the left side and out of play.
All right, Ella.
She's got some juice.
Got it.
Man, again, when I saw her pitch last year in the bullpen and I was watching her throw, it was one of those moments where I think Coach Casso might have been there. And I looked at her like, she's got some stuff.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh, a little lollipop change for strike 2.
You see Maya's face like, okay.
My gosh. I hope Maya Bland breaks out this year because her personality is awesome, in case you can't tell. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Parker. Another lollipop change, line to center field. What a play, Hannah Core! The definition of full send in center field. Core, head first, glove first. 2 away.
I mean, we're closing out the fall series in high fashion. They are looking good on both sides of the field. Hannah Core with the amazing catch out in center field.
This is the 3rd appearance for Ella Parker in the spring. In the fall. Now here's a bouncer up the middle. Cut off by Garcia at short. She'll take it to the bag. And a 3-pitch, 2-out performance from Ella Parker. But the damage is done by the All-American Cassidy Pickering. Boom! It's 4-1 Team Sooner as we head to the 7th. Ilana Agbayani is in the circle, and Cheney Helton leads things off here in the top of the 7th inning. 4-1 Team Sooner. Agbayani in to close it out. Helton takes strike 1. Cheney Helton on the night is 1 for 3 with a double, and she has scored the only Team Boomer run. Off speed, bounced foul. Boy, these Sooner position player pitchers, right? Ella Parker and Ilana Agbayani are dangerous with their change of pace. The off speed, the little lollipop change both of them throw is fantastic. 1-2 is, wow, swing and a miss, strike 3, and then they bring the juice like that, 1 away. Agbayani can do a little bit of everything too. Likely opening day starting second baseman for the Sooners. She can play short, play some outfield if necessary. I think the only thing she hasn't really done is catch.
It's so crazy to see what some of these athletes can do. Like, I feel like this was unheard of.
Bunt, throw, foul.
Just over the last few years, I feel like there's been a lot of pitchers who are capable of doing other things or playing other positions or even hitting.
No balls and a strike to Dayton tonight. She's 1 for 3, walked in the 6th. That was part of the rally that gave Team Boomer its only run. The 0-1 pitch misses low, 1-1. Thanks to all of you who have joined us on not only the SEC network, but on the Sooner Sports / Radio network. Swing and a foul that goes right into the mid of Corey Hicks for strike 2. (4-1) Team Sooner. Time called. Thinking about that SEC schedule, you have another Gasso v. Gasso matchup when the Sooners go to Fayetteville. That's hammered pretty deep to center field at the wall, and it's gone. Abigail Dayton leaves the yard in the top of the 7th inning. It's 4-2. What a shot. Hit the light show, baby. Abigail leaves the yard, and it's cut in half, 4-2. Who said we weren't getting home runs tonight?
Yeah, we spoke a little too soon, or they heard us and got upset or something. I don't know. But man, these girls, Abigail Dayton, we haven't said much about her, but she's been doing a great job. What a beautiful swing.
She's got some juice.
Yeah.
She's got some juice to her. You know, Audrey Lowry's going to come back in the game. Love this. I don't know if you're ever going to replace the energy of 24, 33. I don't know if, and of 0. I don't know if you're ever going to replace. What did Coach call Jada and Riley, the directors of Chaos
Coordinators.
Chaos coordinators,
Yeah.
thank you. I don't know if you're ever going to replace that. I don't know if you can ever replace the juice of Alyssa Brito spiking the bat after a walk and making everybody on social media mad.
Oh,
But
real mad.
But I'll tell you what, this Utah transfer, Abigail Dayton, she's got a little extra juice to her.
I think it'll be so exciting to see what these girls bring, because you can't really replace that, like you said, but there's got to be something new that they're going to create, and the energy and the way that they create that energy and the way they manufacture runs and the way they work together. It's going to be exciting to see them come together.
Here's Ella Parker. Did I mention that her uncle, Dave Roberts, won the World Series? Did I mention that a couple times yet?
It deserves to be mentioned a couple more times.
The 1-0 pitch misses high. I had a good sports cry over that, I'm not going to lie. Because, listen, 2020 was in Dallas, 2-0 pitch, in for a strike. So for a lifelong Dodger fan like your boy, it's 1988. The 2-1 pitch, swinging a foul right into the mid, strike 2. And Dave Roberts took a page out of Patty Gasso's book. Because when Walker Buehler came in for the 9th, like Kelly Maxwell did in the 7th, you knew. 2-2 inside.
Man, that was a crazy game.
Did not want it going back to LA at 3-2, that's for sure. Kelly's, pardon me, Ella's mom and Dave are brothers, brother and sister, as there's ball 4. And the tying run will come to the plate in Isabella Emmerling. We will not play the 7th. This will be treated like a regular game, the bottom of the 7th, if Team Boomer holds on here. But obviously, if they tie it up or take the lead, we'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch to Emmerling is a strike. Oh, she was frustrated. Bella's been on a couple times, but she doesn't have a hit yet tonight. 0 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch. Parker, by the way, is on base for the 3rd time tonight as the 0-1 pitch misses low.
This is crazy competition just within one team. Like, this is insane. This is like a good game to come watch.
1-1. She swings and it almost hit her. Emmerling has a smile on her face. She had a big cut on a ball that was coming right towards her face. Lowry, she's ready to go. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Line foul. That's a hard hit ball. Ella Parker shouting words of encouragement back to the batter's box. So I think that I can count Ella as a Dodgers fan. For Uncle Dave's the head coach, the manager. Patty Gasso, of course, her and Jim and the entire Gasso family, lifelong diehard Dodger fans, as that 1-2 is fouled off. Gabby had to do a little dance in the visitors' dugout. Ryan Wondrosik, the Sooner director of player development over there in the visitors' dugout. There's Gabby working the video on the far right side. Just had a birthday a couple weekends ago. 1-2 is hammered. If it's fair, we're tied. It is gone. It's gone. Bella Emmerling ties it up with a 2-run home run at the top of the 7th inning. Unbelievable. Hit the light show. I don't know if it was an airplane or a swim into home plate. It doesn't matter. It rides the line and gets out of Love's Field to tie us at 4. You just said this is a good game between two good teams, and it's the same team.
This is insane. The way these girls are attacking late in the game, I mean, it's incredible. We're seeing such good at-bats, such good swings. They're working hard through the end of this game, and they're playing each other. This is crazy.
By the way, Patty Gasso, never a doubt, pointed it fair. And I love in the background, you can see Tia Malloy trying to sell it as a foul ball. Here's Nelly McEnroe-Morenas. First pitch is low, ball 1. 4-4 game. A game that was tied at 1 in the top of the 6th inning has had 6 combined runs now between the two teams in the last half an inning for each of them. Unreal. Ball and a strike to Nelly. See the celebration in the Sooner dugout. There's a line shot right at short. 2 away. Good play by Barker to stay with it. And here comes Hannah Core.
Center fielder, number 27, Hannah Core.
I've got Core in 1 for 3 tonight. Grounded out back to the pitcher her last time up. She pops this one foul.
That foul ball brought to you by...
Hannah is someone that you just can't help but root for, man.
Yeah, I really like her. She works hard.
Got a great personality. Yeah. Stop me if I say that about every single one of these players.
No, her work ethic is top tier. She deserves to be out on that field.
0-1 bounce to the right side. Sanders, before it goes foul, makes the play. We'll play in the bottom of the 7th inning. A home run by Isabella Emmerling has sent us to the bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 7, but she wasn't the only one. Abigail Dayton, Bella Emmerling will play to the bottom of the 7th inning, knotted up at 4 in the battle series. Thank you, and you're welcome. Tied up at 4 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, or bottom of the 7th inning. How about the bottom of the 6th and the top of the 7th?
It has been such good softball. We're seeing great pitch execution, great hitting, great defense, base running.
First pitch to Tia Malloy is low for ball 1. Update Where did JT Gasso come from? I think he was in the opposing dugout chatting with Ryan Wondrosik. He just ran out of nowhere. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Tia Malloy. Kirsten Deal, by the way, back in the circle, and she'll make the play on the bouncer. 1 away. Quick update. If we stay tied here, if it's 4-4, we will play an 8th inning with the international tiebreaker.
Okay.
Which means, think baseball during the regular season. If you are new to the sport of softball, a runner will start at second base.
All right, here we go.
Or Corey Hicks could send one to the moon and walk us off. One of those two. We haven't seen her really get into one yet. Hicks takes the first pitch a little up, ball 1.
I feel like your timing on some of those comments, like we may see one sent
I'm trying.
out of here.
I'm trying. There's also a part of me that might be ready to go home. And it's your birthday.
It is.
The 1-0 pitch misses high, 2-0.
And we were playing a record-long game on my birthday.
This game is pushed past the 2.5-hour mark, but it's been fun.
It's good softball.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hicks loops it fair over the head of Nelly into left field. There's the winning run. And here's Riley Zakay. Who has a run scored here tonight. After walking in the bottom of the 6th inning and coming home on the 3-run home run by Pickering. First pitch to the freshman from Michigan. Outside. Ball 1. Four runs on 9 hits for Team Boomer. Team Sooner and the White, who's at the plate. 4 runs on 7 hits and an error. The 1-0 is a bunt, and it's a beauty. Nelly cuts it off, goes to second. Nobody's there. Nobody was there. The runner slides into third. I don't think Garcia thought the ball was coming to second, or there was a double agent, because out at second was Sydney Barker. By the way, that's a joke. There's no way. There's no way that anyone would want to face the wrath of not being where they need to be.
No, but Nelly making a good play, trying to keep her momentum going. There's just miscommunication over at second base. It was a great throw right over the bag. Just nobody there to catch it.
Is that just communication between short and second there? Is that, you know what? It's tough because they probably don't get to work together a lot, do they? Yeah,
probably not. But I think that's something Gabby needed to take control over. She needed to be covering second base on that.
Wow. First pitch swinging. Agbayani fouled it off. Strike 1. Elana Agbayani, the BYU transfer, has a chance to be the hero here. She has 3 hits and an RBI. She walked and scored a run. She's reached every single time. Infield, in tight, especially at the corners. The 0-1 pitch. Bounce to short. Runner coming home. Ball game! Agbayani will walk it off with a game-winning infield grounder to short. And Team Sooner will win it 5-4 in less than dramatic fashion on the infield bouncer. But for Gabby Garcia, she knew it was pointless to go to second because the ball game was over and no chance to get Corey Hicks at the plate. Yeah, that's a tough position to be in. I think she kind of misplayed that play right before, and then on that one, it's a tough read on the slow rollers with the bounce. You've just got to make an out, but knowing that it's a game-winning run, you can't make that play.